So when I came across you, I was like, my success story is gonna be on there with SP. I was like, I'm gonna meet Laz. I was like, I'm gonna get to talk to her. I was like, and
Oh.
SP is gonna come back before my birthday. And sure enough, she did.
Hello, nice to
Hi.
see
Hi, darling.
Hi, Laz. Hi,
you.
How
Kat.
are
Music, yeah.
you?
I'm
Oh, how
doing
lovely to meet you.
wonderful. I
Oh.
finally met you. And you know what? Lies, when I first came across you, I had 5 manifestation coaches I was watching on YouTube. I was actually paying one to get on phone calls with him. And he just kept telling me, live in the end, live in the end. But he never explained to me why. And I was like, what am I doing? He gave me affirmations to do for my SP. I got so tired. He was like, I want you to do these affirmations in the morning and at night before you go to sleep. And I was like, I was getting so burned out. And then one day I was getting in the shower and I came across your video on YouTube and it said circumstances don't matter. I was like, And I clicked on it and you caught my attention. You were making me laugh. I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep listening to her. Laws, I did not play no music. I listened to you morning, night, day. That's all I did. And so
Oh.
I was literally learning, and I was like, I want to learn. I want to learn. I need to learn what Laz is teaching. And sure enough, I never went back to any
Oh,
manifestation coach. I was like, she's the real deal. The
And
real
look how much
deal.
success you've had, darling.
Laz, so much success. Like, okay, so me and SP were talking for 3 years, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was like, what is wrong? Why doesn't she want me? Like everybody would tell me, like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, I don't know.
So you were
So
friends or
I
you're a situationship or what was it?
Yes, it
Friends.
was a situation.
Oh,
It was a situation, and she was still stuck on her ex, and she like kind of like it was like hot and cold behavior.
right.
But I was always my subconscious mind. I was always playing scenarios in my head of how I was gonna stop talking to her. And so in July, I literally before I found you, I literally left her a text saying like, "Hey, um." I need a break, da 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 da. So we took a break. And then when I came across you, I was like, oh, I messed up because you're like, don't react in the 3D. But I knew nothing
Doesn't
about
matter.
manifesting, nothing about self concept. I was like, but then I kept listening to you saying circumstances don't matter. And I was like, okay. So it was July. My birthday's August 26th. We share the same birthday.
Oh
oh,
my
that's so nice.
God.
Isn't that
Super twins.
sign?
So I was like, last time we share the same birthday. So when I came across you, I was like, my success story is gonna be on there with SP. I was like, I'm gonna meet Laz. I was like, I'm gonna get to talk to her. I was like, and
Oh.
SP is gonna come back before my birthday. And sure enough, she did.
Oh
She ended
my
up reaching out to
God.
me. Laz, I was going crazy buying your courses. I was like, I want to learn. So I literally spent over $1,000 on your courses. I wanted to
Oh
learn.
my
I
God.
started.
What courses did you do?
I did back and begging, thought
Yep.
transmission.
Yep.
I was just I hadn't done
Back and begging's a good one.
I hadn't done which one's the one you have to see you do a test?
Oh, Kikasu, the self concept course, the
I
original one.
hadn't done that one, but
Yeah.
I knew where it was coming from because growing
Yes.
up before my dad and mom got married, he cheated on her. So my mom would always throw it in his face.
Right.
So I took that as a kid as I gotta watch my back. So I
Right.
would always look out to get hurt. I was like,
And you
I'm
would do the
gonna
cutoff. You'd be like, that's when
Yes.
you're,
And I would do the
yeah.
cutoff. I would be like, uh, I would literally just be like, yeah, I'm gonna fall back because I'm not gonna get hurt. And I'll be looking in the 3D to get hurt. I
Yeah.
always did everything. So once I learned, and it was funny because when I started learning all this, literally, Laz, I would do you like day, night. That's all I did was listen to you. All your YouTube videos, I went through everything and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I was like, my subconscious mind, it kept trying to create scenarios still. When I wasn't in
Yep.
contact with SP, it kept still trying to mess with me. And I would be like, I would hear your little voice in my head,
Aw.
Amanda, darling, stop being a triggered bitch. And I was like, I gotta chill. I gotta stop those thoughts. I was like, because if I don't, I'm never gonna bring SP back because my subconscious mind was trying to say, oh, she's with somebody, that's why you're not talking to her. And
Right.
so one day she did send me a text and she told me I miss you, and I was like, okay, here it goes. Let's talk. So I started talking to her. And then after we started talking, I wasn't worried about seeing her because I thought about you. Circumstances don't matter. And I'm not going to ask her, oh, when are we going to see each other? Da, da, da.
Yep.
So I
That's right.
started visualizing her coming and
Yeah.
knocking at my door, us going to eat, her giving me time because she never would find time for me. Never.
Right.
And so when she came back, she started going to eat with me every week, every single week.
Oh, so you got all
And
the time
so,
that you wanted that you didn't have before.
yes,
Oh,
she's a total different person. So me and SP, it's like, and it's funny because I script things and she'll repeat it back, and I just want to tell her I made you say that, but I'm like, no, I don't want to freak her out. She brought up us being married, and she's like, wouldn't it be better if we lived together? And I'm just like, oh, it's all coming together. I just
it's
like,
in my
so she
journal.
just, yeah, I was laughing because I was like, man, I swear the day I get married, I'm gonna give her all those courses. Because it was funny when I started explaining to her, because she believes in manifestation, but she doesn't know about self concept and all that. Um, she was like, I do believe in manifestation. I manifested you, and I started laughing. I was like, she doesn't even know. She has no
I
idea.
know.
He
And
has
even
no
if you tell
idea.
them,
And
they
when we
still don't get
But
it.
she will. She
Yeah.
exactly
will.
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
stopped talking, it was funny because she said, I told her, I was like, she goes, did you even miss me? Because I was telling her, oh, so when we stopped talking, so my last manifestation coach, he kept the focus on her.
Right.
He didn't tell me anything about self concept, anything at all. He kept it on her, and I was like, that's where I realized when I saw you, I was messing up because the focus was on her and not me. It was me.
About her.
So once I started listening to you, I was like just with friends, bowling, having fun, concerts. I literally was just focusing on myself.
Good.
Um, Once I took the focus off of SP and I started having fun, it was weird, loss. So I still remember the day she came back. It was a Monday. I felt like I was like, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like I don't care anymore? Is this normal? Like, why am I not anxiety? Why am I not scared that she's gonna come back? That Wednesday she came back into my life. That with 2 days later after I felt like that, I was like, oh, that's what it was. I was like, I don't know what this feeling is. And I was like, and Laz doesn't do coaching sessions. I was like, so I don't know what this is. Is this normal? And Laz, it was like, you literally are the only coach out there that's teaching this correctly. Literally,
Oh,
because SP came back in my life. I manifested a community give back because I love to give back to the community. And I used to visualize me giving pizzas. We did tacos. We had a ice cream truck. I mean, we had a
oh,
foam for the kids to play in, me and my business partner. And then it's funny, we ran out of 500 tacos, so I had to go buy 26 boxes of pizza to give. I was like, look, I manifested that. I was
That's
like, I literally ended up
that's
giving the
amazing.
pizza. I manifested a mansion party. Um,
oh.
Let me see, my rent. So I used to pay 1,400, and I was like, I'm gonna drop it to 700, like somewhere in the 700s. I never gave an
Jesus.
exact price.
That's a hell of a
I
drop.
Yeah, that's so
You're
high.
telling me. So I go into the office and I'm gonna make my money order. And she's like, yeah, the systems are down. And she's like, so your rent is 730. And I was like, I gave her my apartment number. I was like, for this apartment number? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I left laughing, right? And the next month, same thing, 703. And I posted it on the Squatties page. I was like, I literally went from paying
No.
1,400 to $703 because
No.
I visualized that. And
Oh my
so that's
God.
my rent, 703 for a 2 bedroom. And the girl in the office was like, you're the only one who pays that. You must have moved in at a good special. I've been there for over a year. And I was like, that's
My
right.
God.
If
My
anything, rent goes
reality.
up after time, right?
I know it never goes down. Whose
It's
rent
not
goes
supposed to go
down?
down, but there you go.
So that's like you just manifestation is like I'm paying set with the dog. two beds, washer and dryer. Who pays $703 a month?
What, a
You do.
month? Shit, people
A
pay that a week
month.
here, and that's cheap
Yeah.
here a week.
That's
Jesus,
so cool.
that's amazing.
So
Oh, well, we love seeing all your success stories, honestly. And there's so many of them. I know there's the one with a car, or you were standing outside a mansion. Was that the mansion party thing?
Yeah.
that was a mansion party. And so my dream is I want a Ferrari and I want a mansion or a penthouse. It's between both of those. So I literally, it's like you say, you just do the visualizing, you do your affirmations, and you just live in the end. So that's what I've been doing, and doors just opened. Like I started my business, and then I'm working towards my barbershop. So I'm
Oh,
like, I'm getting
wonderful.
there. I'm getting there.
Oh,
It's
wow.
been nothing but success,
Do you
Laz.
know the
Nothing but
barbershop
success.
story, the Neville barbershop story?
No.
Go read it. So there's a famous lecture. There's a lecture where he talks about this story about the barber who just loved to cut hair. He just loved cutting hair. And he talks about how his barber used to just love it. He just loved it. And he talks about how this barber just loved it. And then he said, I want my own barbershop. And in the end, he ended up buying that barbershop. And he had no money. And go and look up Neville Goddard barbershop. And it's a gorgeous, in one of the lectures, and the way he describes this man, like, ooh, and he just loved to cut hair. He just loved it. I love
I'm
that
gonna
story.
read it. I'm gonna read it. I actually
Yeah.
went through the whole book.
Oh, this is
Neville's.
a lecture. This is a lecture.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that one
Oh,
because
I've
I
listened to
just
all of them. Any story you can think of with Neville, I'm trying to think, but I can never think of the lecture name. I just know I can remember his voice saying the thing, but I can't remember the name of the lecture. So who
Google will
knows what the
know. Just
lecture's
type
called?
Neville Barbershop and it's got your back.
Neville Barbershop. I'm sure you'll find it. Anyway, it's a
right,
lovely
right.
story. So someone else has done it.
I'm gonna have to look. So I just want to say thank you, and you're always teaching. Like circumstances don't matter, and so that's always been my focus. Is
Yeah.
circumstances they really don't matter because I went from my life was just chaos before. I had high anxiety. I had depression. I had high anxiety to the point where I would throw up. I couldn't even keep my food in. And
Oh.
I did counselors. I tried everything. When I found you, I have not had an anxiety or depression
And you're
since then.
glowing,
Really?
you're so like radiant
Everybody
and
tells me that.
giving off
They're
this
like, you're
energy.
Oh.
I can
glowing. And
feel
I'm
it.
like,
It's
I like.
wonderful.
But I think
So
that's
like
one
you
of the
literally
biggest
had,
achievements of our followers is the getting rid of the depression and anxiety. I think that's one
Yeah.
of the biggest,
yes,
because I used to be
without
so anxious. And
medicine.
yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
I was watching some ADHD thing the other day. It's like, are you a female with ADHD in her 40s? And I'm thinking, shit, I sound like I am. And every single time these videos come up, I'm like, I think I have this thing. Anyway, and one of the things I keep saying is a racing mind and anxious thoughts. And I was like, yeah, that's the old me. I don't have that.
Right,
And like
right.
panic attacks and all this stuff. I'm like, I used to do that.
I
Not
used
anymore.
to.
Yeah. So it's
Right.
like, I don't have any of that. So anyway, I forget things. I'll walk out the room and not realize. I got a takeaway the other day, ate the meal, got the takeaway, got up off the table, walked off, and then went, I think I've forgotten the takeaway, went back. Like stuff like that I do. Forgetfulness, but all the other stuff, that lack of anxiety is one of the biggest things I think is our biggest
Hmm.
achievement in our group.
Right. It's horrible to have anxiety. You can't control it. And your mind's
No.
just going and you can't sleep, you can't think, and it just takes over you. And it's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you have changed my life. I was like, oh my God, you
Oh.
wouldn't believe the
Something I thought was
success.
really cute, Amanda, is that when I do the success stories and stuff and I save them into the drive, I write down everyone's name so I can then type them all in and name all the screenshots. And for you now, I don't type your name anymore. I just type A and I know who it is. There's so
I
many.
know, Kat. You're
I'm like,
like,
oh,
I
that's one of
always know that
Amanda's.
when I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna come across about a success story. Yeah, I had stopped barber school for a while, and to get re-enrolled, they do charge. So I was like, I literally put a price on it. I was like, I'm not gonna pay more than 1,200. That's all. That is my price I'm paying. I visualized and I visualized, and the guy was like, yeah, let me check your license, little badge, and I'll be back. He was like, I'll call you back. So he calls me back. He's like, yeah, to re-enroll, I'm gonna charge you 1,200. I usually charge 3,000. I'm gonna charge you 1,200. I was like, I have had so much success, Laws. Like, and my
What
business
the
partner,
heck?
he believes in manifestation, and he's like, Amanda, you need to be a manifest coach. Like, you are just on
Who said
this.
that?
Like,
Don't do it. Trust me.
she's my business partner. He was like,
Oh,
dude, you are. So I was like, I know. I was like, I know. I was like, my success is crazy. It's just one after another. It's like
Do
That's
you speak
every
awesome.
time
Spanish?
I do.
Do it in
Oh,
Spanish.
yes. Yes. Say something, Merry Christmas, everyone, or something like that.
No, but I mean, do some coaching in Spanish.
Oh my gosh, that's a brilliant idea, Loz.
She's on new coaching
Here's
in
me like
Spanish.
talk in
Yeah,
Spanish.
Seriously,
that.
You're like,
because there's so
think
many people
bigger.
speaking English doing it, but I've had a number of people say to me, I will translate your videos in Spanish. There's so many people in the Spanish speaking world who want. I've had Russian people saying they want to translate into Russian, all this stuff, and so many people saying to me, could you please translate your videos or do your videos with the Spanish on, right?
Right.
If there's a need for it.
Right. Yeah, because every language, right? I mean, why
It's the
not?
other than Chinese, isn't it the like most spoken language in the world?
Right?
It's
Right.
like modern day Neville and Abdullah. It's like this is who I learned from, and you're like
Right.
Abdullah, Loz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's brilliant.
Do it, darling. Do it. And the thing is, it's a lot of people want to hear the success first. So go, like, tell your
Yeah,
success,
yeah,
because a lot of people rely on that. They're like, I don't talk about my life very much, and I probably should, but I just like to keep something private. And it's
Right.
like I
Right.
even went to a psychic the other day because what my brother and his fiance bought me for my birthday, and the
oh,
appointment was on the 20th. And one of the biggest things she goes, you present online on the internet. You present things online. And then she goes, oh, you do courses and da da da, and you're going to do a book and you're going to tour the world and you're going to do all that. And she's going on
wow.
and on and on. And then she goes, but people want to know more about your life, but you don't want to talk about it, do you? And
You're
I was
right.
like,
Yeah.
nah.
That's
I don't
Loz in a
talk about it on
nutshell.
my personal Facebook. I don't. I
You
don't. But
what?
I'm working on. I don't talk about like this on my Facebook. But
Yeah,
I do. I do want to do content on my weight loss journey
do
and
that.
everything on my success. So
Absolutely. Yeah. But I just
that's
I
what I
just
want to
can't.
do.
And she was like, you'll never will you? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
And
hopefully
my
anything
cousin,
private.
I got my cousin into you too, but she already knew about manifestation. She has been trying to get me into this for years. But I grew up
Oh,
Christian. So yeah, I was on religion, but when I started reading Neville's book, like listening to it, and I was like, oh, I was like, it was easy for me to catch on because of the way I grew up in
right.
church. And it was funny because I was telling my cousin, I said, you know what, I'm gonna tell Oz because she's watched your videos, and I said, I'm gonna tell Oz. She always teaches circumstances don't matter. And I'm gonna tell her, I think she's my SP, and I'm gonna visualize her coming to Texas on a plane.
Yay!
And she starts
A Loz
laughing.
tour.
She started laughing. She's like, you won't. I was like, I'm gonna tell Oz.
Seriously, I'm dying to go to Texas. That's one of the places in America I've never been. I will go. Don't you worry.
You
I don't doubt that that's going
Laz,
to
if you come to
manifest
Texas,
100%.
I'm gonna have to meet you, Laz, in
Oh,
person.
absolutely.
There is a lot of
Yes.
Americans waiting for you to go over
I,
there, Loz.
yes, Laz.
Oh,
And I've been
well, let's
wanting to
do
go to
that this year.
Australia.
Oh
I live
yeah.
in
Well,
San
let's
And
do
Antonio,
that
let's
this
do a
year.
mentor
Texas.
meetup, and we can have squatties that are from Australia and stuff. You can come over from there. There's so many things we still need.
Why
Yeah.
don't
That's
we
like
do
the
that? We'll have
non-negotiable.
meetups, and anyone who wants to talk about their stories can join us, and we'll do that. That'd be great.
Yeah, Laz.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it's
We
so
do.
funny, Laz, because when you were doing the course giveaway, I had been wanting to get the Worthy AF for Love, and I for months. And I was like, when you said you were gonna do a course giveaway, I said, that's my course. That's my course. I said, I'm gonna win it.
My
And then when you
gosh.
said I won it, I was like, yay! I was like, another
when you won, I was
manifestation. I
thinking
get it.
Amanda doesn't need a course. What? If she's got so many certificates.
I know. I haven't even done the Christmas course. I've been so busy with my business and
Oh,
everything, but I'm like, I got the hang of it. I haven't even had time to do Worthy AF for Love, but this year that you're doing the new course, I'm gonna do it because I want to.
yeah.
Even
Yeah,
though I
well,
have
it's
it
good to
down,
just keep
I
your mind right, the new me, new them, because it's going to be like, how the mental,
Upkeep.
I don't know if you did fuck the 3D and we had the mental diet diaries and everyone kept their mind right. And it was a bit of a
Oh,
shock,
loved
the
it.
mental diet diaries. People were like, I thought I was having all the right thinking all week long. And then I'm looking back at the diary and going, oh,
and
crap.
you're like, oh no, I didn't.
Right. And the reason I did that was because when I did therapy when I was like 19, I remember, no, how old was I? Oh, I can't remember. And I kept a diary. And I remember when I sat down with the therapist and she made me rate like from 1 to 10, how are you feeling? And I remember when I finally sat down with her and read back through it, I was like, is this what I was thinking? And I was like shocked at the negativity and the horrible thoughts. And I was like, oh Jesus, because sometimes you have to like keep track of yourself, and then you'll like realize, because you think you're doing the right thing, but until it's in
Right.
writing, you don't realize. And that's what happened with the mental diary. People were like upset with themselves a little bit. They were like, oh
I was
crap,
one of those people. I was like, I have it
Right.
all together, and then I saw
yeah,
my patterns. I was like, oh
yeah,
You're
hell
like, I don't. I really
right,
don't.
no.
right. And I was
Laz, when
constantly
I my
comparing.
first
Yeah,
course I did from you was back in begging. That was the first because
was
I
it?
really wanted SP back.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That was a
Laz.
huge
When
course.
I did that
Amazing.
one, I cried like a baby because
See,
I didn't know.
everybody cries.
And you know
Everybody
why?
cries.
Because my ex, literally the guy that I would think of her, visualize, like have these scenarios, she ended up getting with, and I didn't know I created that. She's with him. I created that because I was always scared. I was so insecure about him, and she ended up with him, and I cried. So when after I did that course, Dolas, I'm gonna blame you. Everybody that I once was with and her started coming back, and I was like, no, I don't
Yeah,
want you. I don't want you. I want SP. I don't want you either. Leave me alone. My
right.
ex came back, and
They
it was
all
like,
do.
no, stay over there, stay over there. I mean, she was calling me every day. She was stalking me. I was like,
Really?
oh, Laz, that's not
Sometimes we
it.
just don't have the mental energy and the want to change people. It's just
And
like,
I read at your beginning of your course where it says like the people you've been with, your exes will come back. I was like, oh, Laz wasn't kidding about that. Here they all come.
God. I remember when I first started really doing this properly, and people would jump out their cars, like men, and, hi! And I'm like, oh, fuck off. And I was like, what is happening? And like my neighbor would try and kiss me or something. And I'd be like, oh, fuck, what am I doing? And I was like, hang on, gotta get my mind on just the person I want, not everyone. Not everyone.
right.
Oh, Lord. So I have manifested so many things, and meeting you was like my manifestation. I was like, my success story is going to be on there, and
That's
I'm
so
going to
funny.
be
The
proud.
amount of you who have interviews with me and then go, I was manifesting that I want to meet you. It's so
Yes, yes.
funny.
When I first
Oh.
found you and I was learning about you, I was like, my story's going to be on
But
there. I'm going
Amanda,
to be
you and I
loved.
specifically manifested this live, didn't we? We
Yeah,
promised
we
like,
did. Me and Kat
you
were
know what?
messaging
And
each
this was
other.
like in October, November.
Oh, how lovely.
And we said, you know what,
Oh,
let's decide by Christmas or on
Then we're going to
Christmas.
do
And
the
we,
video.
yeah.
And then it's so funny because all the squatties, they get so excited to hear when I put my stories on there, and I'm just like, oh man, the day I do my video, they're gonna be like, Amanda's on here finally, and I wanted to be like, guys, I'll do my video soon on my success, but like, no, because they're gonna get all
oh,
wound up with laws and everything, and I was like, no, we're
oh.
not gonna do that.
Do you want it? Would you want this on YouTube, or would you want it just to stay in the squad?
No, you can do it on YouTube.
You sure?
Yeah, people can see all my success and everything.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I
Is
want
that
them
the
to know
comment you're
you're the
on?
real deal, Laz. You're
Definitely
the only
Oh.
confident.
one
Yeah.
out there. Because if you think about it, you can be. I even had a coach that I would watch. He would do woo woo bullshit. He would be like, "Yeah, put your SP's name on a paper and put it under your pillow. Say this 9 times and your SP will be back." At that time, that was before I knew, and I was like, "What is he doing?" I was like,
A lot
so
of
when
people
I
do
met
that.
you,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sticking with her. She's the real deal. So these people literally take people's money,
I know.
and it's
If
all
it's
I know.
trending
bullshit.
at the time, they take advantage of it, right? They just
I
miss the
know.
Yeah,
next kind of
and this is the
coincidence.
thing. I always say, if you don't change your self concept, your manifestation, you lose it because
That's what
it's
happens.
your I am. That's why people teach, oh yeah, you can manifest this, you can manifest that. And okay, keep going. Tell me how. My
Yeah.
self concept, I have to change it because if
Yeah.
not, I lose it.
Yeah.
So all my success on my personal Facebook that I have, it's like people just want to know, and I'm like, oh, the foundation to your success is gonna be your self concept.
And
And
it's the
You
Loz.
have
same
to.
answer, Amanda,
That is
I just
every
the
flicked them to
time.
Loz as well.
that
Yeah.
that is how you become successful. Like,
Mm.
and it's crazy because people who are successful, they believe in manifestation. When you talk to them,
Yes,
a
they
lot of
do.
people that are
Yeah.
rich, they believe in manifesting. So
Mm.
it's like this is the foundation. You need your foundation because you
Yeah.
can lose everything if you don't
You
have
do.
it. You lose it.
Yeah. And
That's
the thing
why
is,
a
before
lot
I
of.
discovered, oh, sorry, Kat.
No, you're right. Go ahead, Loz.
I was going to say, before I discovered Neville, I was reading like Napoleon Hill and the Science of Getting Rich. And
Yeah.
throughout both those books, they say there is a thinking stuff that you must have that people who are rich have. And I was like, what is it? The fuck? And I got to the end of like the Science Getting Rich and went, and well, I don't get it. And then I got to the end of
Yeah.
Think and Grow Rich, and I kind of got it. But then when I heard Neville, I was like, oh, hang on. It's not just imagining, oh, I'm rich, I'm rich. It's like, well, why don't I think I'll be rich? Or why, what's stopping me from thinking I deserve this? Or
Right.
whatever, it's went deeper, 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 and so many people don't go that deep. And people think I'm teaching you psychology or something. No, I'm not. I'm saying,
No.
why can't you think you even deserve this thing that you're trying to manifest? So many of you
Right.
lose it because deep down you don't actually feel you'll keep it or it'll
Right.
stay or whatever, and
Right.
that's why it gets lost,
Right.
or you
Right.
sabotage it or whatever because of who you are still being.
Right. I have that tattooed on me.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
I
that's
it.
so
am.
cool. I love
After I
that.
learned about you, Laz, I was like, I'm
A lot of
tattooing
Scotties
that.
end up doing that with like Crystal with her tattoos as well. She's got Waffle and I am and everything. And I just love that all the Scotties, like their lives changed so much that they put it
Yes.
on their body for the rest of their lives. Like that's how big this is to
I'm
everyone.
still
And
spun
It,
out by the waffle tattoos. I'm like, really? Really? This is what you want written on you? Do you know what you're looking down at that and thinking of the cause, like the name, like I am worthy of love. I hope you're not thinking of like waffles.
right.
no, no, it's
right.
definitely like a triggered
Right.
kind of thing. Like I am worthy as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but no,
cute.
I think it's beautiful the Scotties doing that. And because it's like
Oh,
some of them come from some really dire situations.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
means a
Right.
lot to them to be able to change their life like this. So
But it's also
It
a
does.
reminder, isn't it? Like when you're having an off day or something, you look
yes,
down
you
at your
just
tattoo
look,
and go,
feel
I
it,
no,
and
am.
see
I
what
am the
I
You
am.
power.
and you know what? Before SP and me got in contact, I had bought a fake wedding ring, but I only wore it at home just to keep a reminder because I didn't want
Yeah.
people to think I was crazy. Just to remind myself because I live at home by myself. So just to remind myself, like, hey, don't go into those thoughts.
No one knows
So
what you're doing.
I
In your
exactly.
own
So I
home, do
stayed
it your own. It
home
helps
and
the
I would wear
senses
it.
too.
And I would
Yeah.
wear it. And it was so funny, Laws, because after I did your wedding course and all that, so I went to eat with SP and the other day she was like, where's your wedding ring? And I was like, what? She was like, I wear mine. And I was like, what? So I literally went to the store and I got me a ring because she
Oh,
Oh,
wanted me to wear it.
beautiful.
So and this is a ring that I manifested that I wanted. I was like, I have never owned a VBS diamond ring. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna visualize it and that's going to be my ring. And sure enough, I found the ring I wanted.
oh, how lovely.
But SP and me is like she's a total different person now. Since I changed my self concept, she's not the same
You hear
person.
that, everyone? She's a total different person since I changed
I
my
changed my
concept.
self concept.
I love that
Exactly.
so much.
Uh-huh.
And when I don't hear from her, I just like I don't go into those negative thoughts because I used to. I used to create scenarios. I was
Yeah.
so bad, Laws. Like it was always in my head, scenarios all the time. And
Yeah.
now it's just like she's busy, I'm busy, she'll text me tomorrow. Like I it really doesn't bother me no more because
Exactly.
I've changed my self-concept. And I've manifested so many free things like coffee, food. The other day I went to go eat and I was sitting down 2 days ago and the waitress comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, I just want you to know that man that was sitting over there, he already paid for your meal. He said
Oh,
Merry
wow.
Christmas." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Yesterday I went to go buy dog food and the girl was like, "Oh, you get a free bag of dog food also." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, because
That's
I am
funny.
worthy. I was like, "Give me all my free things."
Oh, that's lovely. Oh.
Thank you for sharing, Amanda. I do have to unfortunately be the Grinch and drop you down because Loz only has limited time
Oh, it's all
left
right. I've
with
got
Okay.
to
us.
be
But
somewhere.
oh my god, if I
That's
could
all.
have you up all day, I
I
would. You know that.
know. I know.
I know. We gotta meet though.
Oh,
Lots has to come
Absolutely.
so
down
you're
to
in
If you
Texas,
Texas.
come
are
to
you?
Australia, I'll
San
do it. I'll
Antonio,
hook you up.
Texas.
I'll come to San Antonio, Texas. That'll be my first
Do
pit
it.
stop on my
Yes.
American
All
tour. How
right,
about that?
Laz. Yeah, don't forget me. We'll have Kat or you
I
message me.
know. We'll
Yeah,
organize it.
absolutely.
Oh, let's do next
Thank
Okay.
you,
year. I
Amanda.
can't
Merry
wait. I can't
Christmas.
wait.
I can't
Oh, thank
wait.
you
I've been
so much.
saying I'm gonna meet you. Bye, Laz.
Oh,
Bye, Kat.
bye,
Bye,
darling.
Amanda.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Bye,
Bye,
darling.
guys.